Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back, Yellow Tulip Tarot. I've been doing some energy reads here the last few days. Today is February 22nd, 2020, and I'm just called to do a quick reading here for the collective regarding this new moon in Pisces energy, okay? So I went ahead and found out of my moon deck the new moon in Pisces card, and I actually was doing some meditating and drawing some cards before I started recording, and that card did come out. And in that little meditative session, I got some information about it being good. I mean, this energy is a very lucky energy. There's going to be lots of change coming in, and I also feel like it's a good time to communicate and, communicate clearly, because right now you're going to get the things that you're asking for, and you're going to make real progress, okay? Moving into this new moon energy here. So I'll do a 3-card spread here with the moon cards, and we'll look into those. Might read a little out of the moon book, because I do like this oracle deck and the verbiage in those books. And we'll probably pull some tarot and a couple other oracle cards to get some more advice and see what we need to be focusing on here with this new moon. So we want to know what's rising up. Spirit, what is rising up in the collective right now at this new moon in Pisces energy, Spirit? What is rising up? Work through your fears. So it's another new moon card in Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio or have that in your chart. Maybe not. Either way, we've got new moon in Scorpio, working through fears. Spirit, what's the main message for this new moon energy, please? Thank you, Spirit. What is the main message that the collective needs to hear regarding this new moon in Pisces energy? February 22nd, 2020. You're very close to achieving your goal. So keep working, work through those fears, because you're about to achieve what you've been working so hard for here, guys. Thank you, Spirit. Can you please let us know what is the final outcome if we work through these energies here with the new moon in Pisces, Spirit? Thank you for your messages. Please let us know one more piece of advice about our final outcome. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay, that's coming in here. This is a full moon in Pisces. So new moon to full moon, we need to be meditating, guys, and this keeps coming up. Of course, Pisces is very emotional. The heart chakra, that deals with a lot of emotion. And some of the other videos that I was doing yesterday, heart chakra energy just really strong, and that probably has a lot to do with this new moon here in Pisces, okay? Plus this portal energy is just kind of amplifying that energy, okay? So pay really close attention to what your hopes and fears are, because you're very close to getting to the end of this cycle and achieving goals for yourself here. But we do have to balance that spirituality, practicality, meditate, contemplate, and just, try to get your little tiny ducks in a row, okay? So let's pull a few tarot cards and see if there's any more specific messages, Spirit, for the collective on what these fears might be here and what's rising up in us with these fears. How come these fears are rising up? Tell us more about the fears that are rising up in us at this new moon, February 22nd, 2020. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we've got the Strength card. Okay, so the Spirit is calling you to have strength through this. Whatever fears that are coming up for you right now, you really need to stay strong and know that Spirit is guiding the way here for you with this energy. That's very beautiful there. Yeah, I'm just looking over here on my little cheat sheet thing, but Yeah, taking control of your situation, having control over those fears, okay? Very important right now because you're so very close to achieving your goals here, guys. Very interesting. I've got some little notes over here that I took with my meditation, and you know, I call it a cheat sheet, but it's really just some notes that I took to see how well this reading compared to what I was feeling there. And it's lining up, actually. Very interesting, guys. So we need to pay attention. There could be some issues that are going to come up. Some, you know, fears of... Could be dealing with a fire sign. This is the Leo card, specifically. Yeah, let me get some more clarification on the Strength card. Or fears, although I really feel like you just got to stay strong in it, but I'd like to know more about that. Anything else you'd like to tell us, Spirit, about the Strength card? First, we've got Judgment in reverse and the Queen of Peppermills here. So yeah, you could have a fear of someone walking away from you and wanting to get out of a situation with you here. Yeah, with Judgment in reverse, let's see. Yeah, I think that you're afraid to leave a situation behind here. And unfortunately, I think that that's what needs to happen at this time. Yeah. I feel like you could be coming out of a divorce here, likely, but it looks like you're going to come out of it and you're going to stay strong. You've got your shit together, and this is going to pan out in your favor. You've just got to stay strong and keep working through that. You know, the fears that we have that go along with ending relationships and starting something new and being uncomfortable and having to go through these things. I mean, it's not ever usually very easy to do. So stay strong and don't be afraid, because this is for the greater good here, okay? This new moon energy plus this portal energy, it's forcing us to create something new and to view things differently. So if we're in toxic relationships, we might not have even realized how toxic they actually were, or how much they're getting in the way of what our true place is here. So this is being, you know, everything. I always say things are divinely guided, but, you know, these things are happening in your life for a reason right now. I feel like some of you need to hear that, because this can be quite the struggle here, going through something like this. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. There could be some other kind of lawsuit or something going on. But you're going to come out of this just fine here, okay? And you're very close to achieving this goal. So if your goal is just simply to be able to leave this situation behind for good, you are walking into something new here. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some more information here about the main message for this new moon energy and what we need to be focusing on moving forward? Thank you very much, Spirit. Any other messages for the collective here regarding these main messages? Okay, we've got Temperance card that came out here. Any other messages, Spirit, for the collective? And the Two of Pentacles here. And it come out sideways like that. So this is kind of, might be something that is going to be hard for you to balance your emotions with a practical way of seeing things. So, you know, try not to let emotions get in your way too much here, okay? Let me look back here. Let's see. Yeah, you've got, with this Temperance card coming up here, this is just like you reevaluating like what you have, what you've been through. You know, this is you leaving. You're starting on this new path here. You've come a long way. So this can represent where you've come from even. But I feel like, to me, this is like your new path. This is a new, you know, you have come out of this, but this is a new place that you're getting ready to go here. You're preparing, you're getting your things packed up, you know, you're getting ready to move forward. You're getting ready to test the waters out somewhere else, you know, and change things for yourself for the good. I do feel like you are having a bit of hesitation perhaps, or it's become a very big struggle for you, and I think a lot of it has to do with balancing your money and your finances through all this situation. That I really feel a strong court situation here. I strongly feel a divorce or a separation, a parting of ways, be that in business or romance, but there's some money issues here, so you could be fighting over money, but I think that you're getting ready to be rewarded for that, but you are worrying about it and you are nervous about it. There's some concern there with balancing out your finances and it could mean, you know, not just money specifically, but your living space, your foundation, you know, feeling secure. But I feel very strong that you're gonna find and you're gonna get exactly what you need. You know, you've got your sandwich. He's holding a sandwich here. This Temperance card. This is my Alice in Wonderland deck. I really like this deck. But you know, he's dipping his toes in the water. He's looking in his sack. He's holding his sandwich. He's come a long way, and now this is kind of like you just, you know, giving it that one last push because you were just almost there. But it's hard whenever you've got, you know, you're trying to balance your finances, and you know, trying to balance your emotions even. Also, I think there's a lot of a balancing act trying to happen on a lot of levels for you right now, and yeah, I feel some emotional issues here. Like you're kind of in a back and forth kind of way. You feel like it's just never going to go, but it is. It's coming to an ending. You're very close to achieving that goal here with that gibbous moon. Things will be illuminated for you. You're going to have exactly what you need when you need it, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for your messages regarding this spread for the collective, regarding this new moon in Pisces energy, Spirit. Is there any other information or advice that you can give us regarding the final outcome? Should our collective take heed to this advice? Thank you so much, Spirit, for your messages. Anything else for the collective, please, regarding the final outcome? You got the Star card there. I like that. Okay, so we've got the Star card with the Three of Wands or Three of Peppermills with the Two of Hats in reverse here. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. But with the Star card, I mean, you've got so many options. You've got so much opportunity here, okay? And this is coming in with that balance, our spirituality and practicality with our final outcome here. So I think that you are going to continue to proceed forward. You're going to decide to look past the veils. You're going to get information, okay? Things are definitely getting illuminated here for you. And I think that what you find out, I think may surprise you, but I don't know if it'll be super shocking. I think maybe you've kind of felt like you might end up finding this out at some point in time, and maybe you've been hesitant to look past the veil and to peek in there and try to dig a little deeper because you're afraid of what you might find. But it's happening for a reason. It's setting you up for where you're supposed to be, okay? Let's see here. Yeah, and it could be a third party situation. And it's funny, I mean, and this could be, you could be the female in this situation. Because, I mean, just because I'm noticing the depiction of this card, and it's like the queen's face looks very upset and pissed off, you know, like holding her cup like, you know, I had my shit together, I cared and I trusted, and he's looking at his hat like, oh, well, you know, I think that he feels like he knows he fucked up, you know, and I'm saying he, and this could be vice versa, okay, it's energy. But being that we've got the Queen of Peppermills over here, you guys could be young too. You know, this isn't going to be the end of the world for you guys, okay? And then on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Hats, which is usually celebration and, you know, opportunity and creativity. And get awarded, you know, so you're gonna come out on top of this situation, okay? You're gonna be rewarded. Very interesting. I do get that it is a young energy here, though. You're gonna move past this. It seems a bit stressful now, and I feel like it's more stressful because you feel like you've just wasted precious time and energy. For what purpose, you know? But it's going to lead you to where you're supposed to be. It's going to get you on the path to your true place and true happiness here. I do feel that for you. So pay attention to new opportunities and things that are coming in. But take time for yourself at this new moon. Meditate. You start creating a new plan for yourself. This star energy is a very good high manifestation energy, which this new moon in Pisces is very creative energy here. But it is asking that we balance our spirituality and practicality to be able to achieve this true sense of moving forward here out of this situation. But you do have the Strength card coming in, so you've got that on your side. You're gonna remain level-headed as best you can. So try not to let this person get the best of you. And that could be one of your fears, is that you're just going to get pissed off and you're not going to, you know, you're going to ruin it at the last minute. So don't do that. Keep your emotions in check, especially in the courtroom and when you're having dealings with this person, because they are going to act a little immature and they are going to push your buttons, and they trigger you even whenever you're not even trying to be triggered, you know. So just be mindful of that. And know that the opportunities are coming in for you in this situation. So let's see if there's any other last pieces of advice here from Spirit regarding this spread, and we'll sum things up here. But this is a good reading. I mean, this new moon energy, I already know and feel, is a very productive energy if we let it be that for us, okay? It's a very high manifestation energy. But it's also an energy to call us to really reflect on what it is that we truly do want in this life. And sometimes being put in a situation where, you know, you have to break apart a relationship, it really makes us reevaluate, you know, what do I want? You know, what does make me happy? So there's some big questions that we need to start asking ourselves, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for your words of advice. Please, any last messages regarding this spread, regarding this energy for the new moon in Pisces, February 22nd, 2020. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Dove Spirit, be peace. Very perfect for it to come up with this. I was picking up on this. So I think that you are trying to be the peaceful person in this situation. And I think that you are trying your very best to hold your tongue and, you know, just take deep breaths. And you're trying not to let this person trigger you. And I can tell you now that if this hasn't already come to pass, this court situation, there is going to be some issues that arise there, and it's going to be hard for you to hold your tongue, but you're going to need to do that, and I think you will. I mean, you've got this coming in with the Strength card, so I think that when this judgment is called in, that you don't even, could be an energy not that they're getting triggered, but that you want to just be like, haha, you know, take that, you know, don't do that. Just remain peaceful and take the high road. And, you know, just let this play out, because it's playing out the way that it's supposed to here, okay? Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. And this is coming in with you're very close to achieving your goal. So this may have been something that has been going on. And I know in court situations, that's usually the case. And it gets drawn out and, you know, dragged out and pushed back. And, you know, just anything that can delay things from coming to culmination and, you know, just being done. You've been slowed up, and it's happened, and that's just kind of how the court system is anyway. So but this breaks down to an 8. 62 could be significant or important to you, but that does break down to an 8, which to me the number 8 is always a number of abundance, prosperity, you know, riches and stability. So you're almost there, and this is going to be, you know, very, very peaceful, very blissful kind of energy, but you do have to take it easy and just keep your eye on the prize and keep your emotions in check. Do some heart chakra meditation here, very important, and contemplate on, you know, how you want to present yourself, because it's going to be important for the options that are coming ahead for you here. And then here with balance, spirituality, and practicality, Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. And I do have, this is, you know, you're peeking behind that veil, and the truth will be illuminated here. And I think that you already know what it is. I think that there may be a third-party situation that you were kind of maybe thinking was going on, but the person or the energy or whatever that you thought it was with might be what surprises you. For some reason I'm picking that up. But you're going to come out on top of this situation, okay? 22 is a divine number here. This is spirit, and they're bringing this into realization for you, whether this is something that you're realizing, you know, on your own because you've taken the time to meditate and to balance your spirituality and practicality, and you've taken that time, then you are going to come into some epiphanies and some knowledge here about this situation that you've come out of. And this may not happen until after the dust is settled before you get this information, which might be for the best, because had you had this information here sooner, then it may cause you to have this emotional outburst, or that could be what's going to happen, is you're going to get this information around the same time where, you know, things are getting ready to finally wrap up. So I feel real strong indications to keep your emotions in check. Lots of green on the table, lots of emotions. This is a Pisces energy here, very emotional. They rule the subconscious. So, you know, take the time. With the heart chakra, that could be your thymus, you know, do some breathing exercises. You know, this for your physical body, it does affect, you know, your lungs, your blood pressure, the lymphatic system, your immune system. So make sure you're taking care of yourself and your body at this time also, okay? And just try to keep that peace, harmony, trust in yourself. Keep that lovingness and that gentleness about you. Because that's who you are at the core, and you don't want to, you know, present yourself in a way that doesn't reflect who you want to be, right? On the bottom of the deck is 67. And we've got Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay, so having knowledge is one thing, but being able to be wise about the knowledge that you have, and knowing when it's good to shut up and when it's good to keep information to yourself that you acquire. So you're going to have to balance this information that you hear. It's going to trigger you, but it needs to come out. So just take that how it resonates here, guys. But now is the time to definitely trust in yourself, okay? And keep in mind who it is that you want to be. I think this person in this situation has, brought out the shadowier side of you, okay? And we want to get out of that energy. This new moon in Pisces is going to help you, wash and cleanse and float right on away from that energy, and, cleanse your aura, cleanse yourself of this toxic energy here that you're coming out of, and be the you that you're supposed to be, okay? Because that's what the universe wants for you. Well, I love this message. I think I might meditate a little more and see what else we get. But if that didn't resonate for you, then check back here soon and see if maybe that one will. I mean, my readings are timeless. You can check out some of the other ones I've already made. Time is not linear. It is fluid. So even though I'm time stamping and I'm saying what the date is when I'm meditating, that's just for me to stay focused on this energy, okay? But this energy, whenever you're guided to read or listen to a message, that's when you're guided to hear it. So thank you so much for being here. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Namaste.